Now that we've learned how to run reports to get information, we have a basis by which we can make decisions. Now, we need to learn how to commit those decisions to SAP so that the simulation will act upon them. In the first round, there are two decisions you need to constantly revisit: your sales price and your daily marketing expenditure. Let's explore where these are in the SAP system and how we change them. By referring to the job aid, we can determine that condition maintenance is the transaction we need to change prices. When you run this, you will see a screen quite different from those seen so far. The job aid tells us that the first step we must do is to expand the prices folder and then find and execute the price list item. The screen we're presented is of a format very common to many SAP transactions. It's called the selection screen. Its purpose is to allow you to focus your attention on a specific subset of items, rather than everything available in the system. Many of the options have been set to default values to make your job easier. Step 2 of the job aid instructs us to enter the values of 10 and 12 for the distribution channel. We can also optionally enter a material code if we want to change the price for just one material. Since there is no mention of any of these in the other fields, leave them alone. Step 4 instructs us to then click on the execute icon. You are now presented with the list of materials and their associated prices in distribution channels 10 and 12. Recall that distribution channel 10 is large hypermarket customers and 12 is grocery stores. To revise your price, you simply click and modify the value in the relevant cell. There is one important final step to complete the price revision. You must save your changes or you will have changed nothing. For decision-making transactions, there are two important icons: the execute icon and the save icon. The execute icon is used as the final step to perform processing in SAP. If the operation is automated or if there is no option for review, then this is also the final save. Where you must enter or modify information or are given an opportunity to review, you must use the save icon to commit your changes. After you click save, a system status message will inform you if the operation was successful. Green if it was successful, yellow for successful but with a warning or caution, and red for failure. The default prices already in the system are perfectly reasonable and about in the middle of the range that your customers are willing to pay. Remember that you have competitors. If they all decide to lower their prices, then these starting prices will need to be updated or you will start to lose sales. To make better pricing decisions, some information about our cost structure would be helpful. We have some information about this in the Product Cost Planning report. Its technical name is ZCK11. There is a great deal of information in this report. We can see that our fixed costs are 0. In this introductory sim, we've made it easy because we're still learning. What's relevant to us at this point is the column called Variable in the Profitability Analysis table. From the notes at the bottom, we discovered that this column is the total cost of raw materials used to manufacture each box of muesli. We can also see our current prices. Note that there is no refresh button on this report. To update the information, you must go back to the menu and run the report again. The information is useful for setting a minimum pricing policy. Selling below cost would mean making a loss, and the cost provides a basis for using a cost plus margin pricing strategy. Keep in mind that you also have marketing expenses, but recall that marketing is one of the decisions that you control. How much you spend is up to you, and you should price in line with your marketing strategy to cover those costs also. Our final decision transaction for this round is marketing expenditure. This transaction is used to set the daily budget for marketing. The simulation automates the actual expenditure based on what you currently have set. Enter the amount for each material in each region that you allocate as the daily marketing budget. Click on the Save icon to commit your decision to the system. To revise your plan, enter new values or overwrite the old ones. Always remember to save your changes. If you want to stop spending anything on marketing or make drastic changes, you can click on the Clear button to remove all values. Clear does not save. You must click on Save or enter New Values and click on Save to commit your decision. Recall that marketing is by region as well as by specific product. The influence on the customer is persuasive from one product to another. If you market multiple products in the same region, not only will they compete against the competition's offering, but also against each other. Keep this in mind. Carpet bombing is a low-yield, high-cost marketing strategy. As an overall guideline, recall that the expected daily sales revenue for each team is 80,000 euros. Your total marketing spend should be in line with this. 10% of sales would be a fairly aggressive marketing budget. 10% would correspond to a total of 8,000 euros per day across all 18 products and region combinations. Let's recap our situation. We have 6 products which come in 6 flavors. Your supplier prices are fixed and your initial pricing is set to give you a healthy gross margin. You begin the simulation with starting inventory of all 6 products. At this point, we will start the simulator and you are free to use the system and take action as you see fit. As the simulation runs through the first few days, you should start to see sales orders coming in and your inventory reducing. Revisit your pricing and marketing decisions often, but in small adjustments to fine-tune your sales rate. Keep in mind that you cannot produce new products yet, so once you run out of stock, you will no longer receive sale orders for them. Recall, your customers demand immediate delivery. If you do not sell all your starting inventory, don't worry, you'll be able to continue to sell it in round 2.